Look, man, I know it's hard, alright? I've been there before, and I know what you're going through, and I know how to help you. But first, I want to say that you're not alone in this cycle that keeps happening to you. This mindset that you have, this subconscious mindset that you have, that is the program that you're following about alcohol being a normal thing to you. I've been through that too, and I've overcame that. And in this video, I'm going to show you how you can do that. But the first thing I want to do is reassure you that I've been through the same thing, and there's thousands of people that have quit drinking and they've been sober for multiple years. Alcohol is going to destroy your family. It's going to deplete your finances. It's going to cause a lot of problems in relationships. And it's just going to cause a lot of problems in your life that aren't really necessary, and they can be avoided. You know, the drinking that you're doing is only for a couple hours of fun. And you have to realize that that's not a normal way to live. That is a addiction that is by far worse than probably any other drug, because of the availability of it, and because the social society around it, and because I can walk right down the store or walk right down the street about a block and buy alcohol for pretty cheap. It is associated with a lot of events, and there's commercials on TV, and the whole culture itself is almost the sole reason why drinking is what it is right now. And it's a facade, and it's covering up the bad effects of what it can really do to you. And these effects don't happen immediately, they happen over time. And when you start to realize that it is a cycle that you're going through, there is a way to stop that cycle. I spent about 20 years of my life chasing the bottle, chasing the buzz, thinking that it was fun, and not really noticing what it was doing until I had too much and I had to stop. And the reason I had too much was my finances were getting really depleted, right? I was broke all the time. My relationships were abruptly ending, back and forth, back and forth. And my family life, my kids were, suffering here and there. I tried to keep it away from them, and they are young. And I'm trying to change their dynamics, because I really truly believe that the reason I drank was because of how I grew up. And I think that's true for a lot of people. I chose to quit after 20 years because I realized what it was doing, and I had the mindset to notice that and to respect myself enough to say I'm done with it. A couple of hours of fun wasn't worth what was happening, because it's not like air, it's not like food. I don't need it to live. I can have just as much fun, if not more fun, without drinking. On average, a heavy drinker will spend close to $50,000 in 10 years. I mean, that's definitely a down payment on a house. A heavy drinker in 1 year will spend $5,000 to $6,000 on drinking, and that's probably somebody that drinks every night. Maybe they drink a 12-pack every night. But there's people out there that are so fooled by this drug, that they drink alcohol by the keg. They wake up and drink it. I was never that bad. Trying to convince somebody like I'm trying to do right now is very hard to do. This has to come from yourself. This has to come from inside your mind. You have to realize that it's enough. You have to realize the damage it's doing. And sometimes that's still not enough. So what my job here is to try to get you to think differently about it, get you to realize that it's not normal. It's not normal, and it's not a good way to live. It's really not. And there is some people out there that are still not going to listen to me, and that's fine. Or they're going to listen and they're going to say, okay, and they're going to stay on that track for a couple of days, and then they'll be back on it. I'm making these videos to remind myself, and maybe that's what you need to do. Maybe not videos, but write it down, or take a picture, a progress picture, or something to remind yourself that you are making progress. Kind of like going to the gym. So when you go to the gym and you don't start seeing results right away, it's discouraging. You are having fun. There's no doubt. I had a ton of fun drinking. I really did. I love music. I love karaoke, and I love all the partying and all the laughter and everything. But it wasn't real. What it does to your mind and how it makes you, that's not you. That's you when you're drunk. That's them when they're drunk. That's not really who they are. And it took me a long time to realize this, and I'm 100% glad that I gave it up. And I want you to be happy about yourself too. And I want you to give it up as well. And it's not like I'm trying to force you. I'm just trying to make you understand that you don't need it. You don't need to drink. You just don't. It's that simple. And if you realize that you don't, not just me telling you, but if you deep down realize that you don't, you can quit. You can definitely quit. And I'm here rooting for you.